Hello and welcome to your weekend edition of LMU Community TV News. I'm Ashley Hurley. Thank you for joining us. A 3-hour standoff last Friday led to the arrest and transport of a wanted man to Barbourville, Kentucky. Friday afternoon, officers were alerted to the residence of Byron Howard, a fugitive from Kentucky who was living on Meadow Street in Harrogate. Upon their arrival, the officers spoke with neighbors who confirmed that Howard was actually living inside the home. When the officers knocked on the door, Howard did not answer. Shortly after, a family member arrived to tell them that Howard was not going back to jail and was then threatening to harm the officers and then himself if they tried placing him under arrest. The Claiborne County SWAT team was called to the area and surrounded the apartment complex. A 3-hour standoff followed, with the Claiborne County SWAT team throwing tear gas inside the apartment, with Sheriff David Ray negotiating with Howard on the phone. At the end of the 3 hours, Howard did surrender and was placed into custody. Sheriff David Ray himself transported him to Barbourville, Kentucky, where he is being held with no bond. No officers or Howard were harmed during the 3-hour standoff. A Tazewell man does remain in custody after he threatened his wife with a firearm last Thursday inside their home. The Claiborne County SWAT team responded to the home of James Darr after the wife called 911 to report the incident. Darr, a Vietnam veteran, barricaded himself inside his home after his wife was able to escape. After several unsuccessful attempts to communicate with Darr, the SWAT team made entry into the home and took him into custody without incident. He is charged with aggravated assault and is being held in the Claiborne County Jail. There were no injuries during that incident. Coming up on Monday, the Multicultural Student Services at LMU will be presenting a free presentation to both the students and the public by International Award winner Jesus Nebo. Nebo, a former undocumented immigrant working in the fields during his youth, now a multi-award winning filmmaker and immigration speaker who is inspiring college students to pursue their highest dreams and become the solution to some of our greatest human challenges, and that does include illegal immigration. He became a filmmaker and a speaker to tell stories that would enrich the human spirit and raise awareness about our common humanity. The presentation will be held inside the Arnold Auditorium at the Lincoln Museum at 1 o'clock on Monday. Later that afternoon, you will be able to take part in the film screening of No Turning Back. That will be taking place at 6:30 in the Math and Science Building, room 101. The film is a thought-provoking immigration film that Nebo wrote, directed, produced, and stars in, and is distributed by Universal. The film is the winner of 23 international awards, so be sure to come out and be a part of this incredible opportunity. And don't forget, both events are free. If you have ever thought of combining biking and bats to make a fun-filled family day, then there is a cool and unique opportunity coming up for you and your family. You can take part in the event this Saturday at the Cumberland Gap National Historical Park and Virginia's Wilderness Road State Park. First, there will be an afternoon bike ride along the Rails to Trails Greenway that connects the two parks. Then, in the evening, the Cumberland Gap National Historical Park will offer its Batty About Bats program. The guided bike ride will begin at the Wilderness Road State Park at 3 o'clock Saturday afternoon and will end at the National Park's Daniel Boone parking area. Riders are encouraged to bring your own bike, but bike rentals are offered for a small fee. Now, questions on the first-come, first-served bike service rental can be directed to the state park at 276-445-3065 because there is a limited number of bike rentals. That evening at 7 o'clock, 7:45, and 8:30, the Cumberland Gap Park will be offering its Batty About Bats, and each program is limited to only 20 visitors. The BAT program reservations can be made by calling the National Park at 606-246-1075. Now, in case of rain, the bicycle ride will be canceled, but the BAT program will be moved to the National Park Visitor Center Auditorium with only one program that will begin at 7 o'clock. Now, for more information on both programs, you can call the Visitor Center. Again, that number is 606-246-1075. Well, the U.S. News and World Reports has released its annual college rankings on Wednesday and named Lincoln Memorial University as a top 50 regional university. LMU moved up 3 spots in the regional university south to number 50. Last year's number 53 ranking marked the 3rd consecutive year the university was listed among the Tier 1 institutions in the South. The university has expanded its liberal arts core and now offers advanced and professional degrees in osteopathic medicine, veterinary medicine, law, business, nursing, and education. The university also operates 10 extended learning sites offering programs throughout the region. It's excellent news. Well, the sweet little face that you are seeing on your screen right now is missing from her home, and her family is asking for a safe return. Bailey Bell was last seen near her home on Patterson Road on Monday, September 7th. She is a female, dark chocolate and tan miniature dachshund, and she is wearing a pink collar. She could be near or along Patterson Road, so if you have her or have seen her, please give Sandy a call at 423-526-8153, or you can call us here at the station at 423-869-6417. The family is asking for the safe return. Now be sure that you keep it right here because Adam Haley is going to tell you what you can expect coming up this weekend in high school football. That and more after this break.
Cook foods to the right temperature using a food thermometer. 3,000 Americans will die from food poisoning this year. Keep your family safer. Check your steps at foodsafety.gov.
The average text takes your eyes off the road for nearly 5 seconds.
Welcome back. Let's take a look at the upcoming high school football games in the tri-state area. In Kentucky, Bell County, coming off their win last week over Pike County Central, will be back at home to host Wayne County. The Cardinals have won 2 straight coming into this game with the Bobcats. Middlesboro will be looking for their first win of the season against South Laurel. The Cardinals will also be looking for their first win of the season as they are getting beat by an average of 42 points per game. Pineville will be on the road to face Paris. The Mountain Lions have scored 40 or more points in back-to-back games, while the Paris Greyhounds are 3-0 in the middle of a 5-game homestand. In Tennessee, Claiborne will be looking to extend their record dominance over Cumberland Gap when the Bulldogs and Panthers get together for the Battle of the River. Claiborne has won the last 6 against Cumberland Gap, which is the longest winning streak in this series. This will be our Old Town Grill game of the week with pregame coverage starting at 6 p.m. with Spotlight on Tri-State football and live pregame coverage with Asher No and myself starting at 7 p.m. on 91.3 FM WLMU. Campbell County will be trying to get back to 500 when they travel to Grace Christian Academy on Thursday night. The Rams are also coming into this game off their only win of the season last week. Hancock County will be continuing to charter unknown waters as they go for win number 3 in a row when they travel into Virginia to face Rye Cove. The Eagles are coming off a 34-point loss to Patrick Henry. Jellicoe will be looking to stay perfect this weekend when they host Oakdale, who's coming off a heartbreaking loss to Cloudland, 30-28. And finally, in Virginia, the Thomas Walker Pioneers will be on the road facing the Castlewood Blue Devils. Both teams will be looking to pick up their first win of the season. This weekend, LMU Athletics comes home for the first home matchup this semester when the LMU volleyball teams face Brevard Friday night and Lenore Ryan on Saturday. The Brevard game will start at 7 p.m. at Mary Mars Gym, and LMU Sports Network coverage will start at 6:50 p.m. on LMU Community TV. The Lenore Ryan game is a 2 p.m. start with LMU Sports Network coverage starting at 1:50 p.m. on LMU Community TV on Saturday. Both games will also be online at LMURailsplitters.com. The LMU men's soccer team will be on the road on Saturday in Banner Elk, North Carolina to face Lees McRae at 3 p.m. You can keep up with the LMU soccer team again at LMURailsplitters.com. Now that's all for sports this weekend, but stay tuned. Joseph Lewis and Tyler Rowlett will be here after the break to let you know what movies are being released this weekend and what concerts are happening around the area when we return to LMU Community TV News.
She couldn't wait.
She had imagined the day for as long as she could remember.
The anticipation had been building.
The shopping, the dress, the jewelry.
Celebrating with her friends would be the sign that they had finally made it.
Only, she didn't make it.
According to MAD.org, teen alcohol use kills 4,700 people each year. That's more than all illegal drugs combined.
Car crashes are the leading cause of death for teens, and about a quarter of those crashes involve an underage drinker.
Don't add to these statistics.
Take a stand against underage drinking.
The future is in your hands. I'm Joseph Lewis, bringing you all the latest information in the world of movies. Coming to theaters this weekend is The Visit, the latest film from M. Night Shyamalan, in which the director makes a return to the horror genre upon which he built his career. A found-footage movie starring Kathryn Hahn, the story centers around two children on a routine visit to their grandparents' house who wind up experiencing odd behavior, supernatural occurrences, and other bumps in the night. Ed Oxenbould and Olivia de Jonge co-star as the kids, and after a string of flops including The Last Airbender and After Earth, filmmaker Shyamalan seems to be attempting to make a comeback. Also opening this weekend is The Perfect Guy, a thriller starring Sanaa Lathan as a professional lobbyist who finds herself in danger after beginning a relationship with a new and mysterious boyfriend played by Michael Ealy. Morris Chestnut co-stars as her ex looking to take her back. Lastly for this week is 90 Minutes in Heaven, a faith-based drama adapted from Don Piper's best-selling memoir. Hayden Christensen stars as Don, a man involved in a horrifying car crash who is immediately pronounced dead. 90 minutes later, he wakes up in an emergency room claiming that he not only experienced heaven, but also interacted with deceased family members. Kate Bosworth and Dwight Yoakam co-star. All three of these films can be seen in theaters nationwide starting this Friday, September 11th, and as always, be sure to check your local listings for special Thursday night screenings in the area. That's all for today in the world of movies. I'm Joseph Lewis.
Hi, I'm Tyler Rowlett for 91.3 WLMU and LMU Community TV with your concert calendar for the week of September 9th, 2015. Coming Friday, September 11th and 12th to the Gray Eagle in Nashville, North Carolina will be the Watkins Family Hour. The Watkins Family Hour is a project of brother and sister duo Sean and Sarah Watkins of the band Nickel Creek and singer-songwriter Fiona Apple. Even if you're not familiar with the album the band released in July, fans of Nickel Creek or Fiona Apple are sure to enjoy this show. Coming Saturday, September 12th to the International in Knoxville's Buckcherry. The Anaheim, California Rockers return to the International to play the hits you know like Lit Up and Sorry. For more information on this event, you can visit internationalknox.com. Coming Thursday, September 17th to the Riverbend Music Center in Cincinnati is Ed Sheeran. Sheeran is an artist whose music I've been diving into and thoroughly enjoying recently. The English singer-songwriter's career has exploded over the past few years due to his hit albums Plus and Multiply, and partially due to his close friendship with fellow musician Taylor Swift. His lyrics are catchy yet intelligent, and his voice is on par with his songwriting. I'm Tyler Rowlett for 91.3 WLMU and LMU Community TV, and that's your concert calendar for this week.
And we want to thank you for joining us. We hope you have a great weekend, and we will see you on Monday.